If you're around in the 1980s and old enough to explore the VHS rental shops, you saw this tape. And if you were lucky, you convinced your parents to rent it for you. Well, luck maybe didn't have much to do with it. It's not like parents in the 80s cared what we watched. It was a good time to be a kid. Welcome to Exploitation Reviews, and me, Rob, and today I'm taking a look at Tomboy from 1985, starring the lovely Betsy Russell. She's probably best known today from the Saw series, but people of my generation best know her as the girl who rode a horse topless in private school. But she was a side character in that. She's the main gal in this one, so let's see what she does. We open on Crown International Pictures, the mark of quality, which is why they show up on this channel so often. Most recently with Weekend with the Babysitter. And then slow-mo baseball. Or maybe it's real-time baseball. It's hard to tell with that game. It's boring as fuck. The kid at bat smacks one, and it's an inside-the-park home run. Her dad is very happy. Sometime later, Daddy's girl is all grown up. That's our star, Betsy Russell. Here, she's playing Thomasina, Tommy. She lets her dog out and then lets her puppies out. They needed a shower. Ooh, and that's a classy place to put your name, Crown International. Anyway, Tommy works at a service station as a mechanic. Her friend Seville is trying to make it in show business, which unfortunately for us means we have to listen to this song during one of her auditions. We can do better.
Tell them that the Nazis never really went away. They're out there burning houses down and peddling racist lies. And we'll never rest again until every Nazi dies.
Much better. You know, the 80s gets a bad rap for music because of all the cheeseball stuff that was around back then, like the cheeseball stuff in this movie, but there was some really great stuff around back then too. I know, I was there. After the dance sequence that goes on for way too long, we're rewarded with the movie's second shower scene. We're only 15 minutes into this thing, people, and already there have been numerous things you can't see here on YouTube.
Man, I just work here.
But of course, we don't have to stay here. You can now support the channel on Patreon and get access to spicy versions of my reviews. Link is in the description. The shower scene ends with Showbiz Gal finding out her dance partner is packing some serious heat. She invites him to dig some tunnels.
Do you want to go up to my apartment for a month or two?
Thanks, but I don't think my husband would appreciate it.
What a waste.
So yeah, this movie aged pretty well. So the closest thing that this movie has to a plot is that Tommy has the hots for a professional race car driver, Randy Starr, and there he is. He invites her to a party at his place where she can check out his race car. And his party seems kinda cool, and by kinda cool, I mean the bikini tops were optional. So as far as rich people parties go, this one is almost as cool as that Ocean Gate party at the Titanic. I mean, that one had party poppers. Anyway, Tommy finds a race car and Randy finds her. They have some stupid banter and then end up on bikes, making this the third racing sequence we've had in the movie so far. I didn't mention the previous two because they were really boring. This one is also boring, but it ends with Tommy crashing in a river, which naturally, definitely naturally, means her shirt gets all wet. Randy, gentleman that he is, offers her a dry one. And since she's a tomboy, she's not the least bit embarrassed about changing in front of him. Or us. So Tommy's friend Seville convinces her to go to another party being held at Randy's place, this one in the evening. And despite being interested in Randy, Tommy is quite introverted, so she's not immediately into the idea. But they do go, and Seville does do a striptease. Tommy, meanwhile, finds Randy in another room watching some adult entertainment, and she's not too happy with that. She runs off, finds a gym, and wants to fight Randy. Tomboy versus man. It goes about how you would expect. Hey, I'm all for challenging gender stereotypes, but biology is still real. So, what do you think? Will Randy eventually find his way into Tommy's heart? Well, yeah, eventually, and we'll even get this cheesy 80s new couple in love montage. Oh, and there's this big race that'll happen at the end, Tommy versus Randy, but yeah, whatever. That's enough out of me as far as plot goes. Let's talk some highlights. Betsy Russell, she is really cute. Whether you prefer her as curly brunette over the blonde bangs in Private School is a matter of personal preference. I could go either way. Although that horse riding scene in Private School is considerably better than the bike riding scene in this movie. That's not a matter of personal preference, that's just a fact. And Betsy Russell isn't the only eye candy in this movie. There's also her friend Seville, who likes to strip and take showers with the dancers. So there's plenty of low-hanging reasons to spend 90 minutes with this movie. Aside from the ladies, I also like the shop owner. He's a pretty good father figure type and was also pretty funny. In fact, he's responsible for the best joke in the movie.
Hey, Pops, you got a John?
Oh, it's back there. It's marked the ladies' room, but you can use it.
Ooh, although I suspect that joke is older than the movie. So, a little bit of funny, a little bit of sexy, yeah, it's that kind of movie. But it's not a perfect one of that kind of movie. Like two racers trading paint, it has some shortcomings. Well, as always with teen sex comedies, they succeed or fail based on how well they deliver on the sexy and the comedy. And this one does pretty okay with the sexy, less so with the comedy. I laughed maybe twice, and one of those wasn't even a joke per se, as much as a taste of reality. Yeah, that's the one. But overall, on the writing front, this movie's pretty bad. It's kind of a rip-off of Flashdance, but worse than that, there's 20 minutes of story here, stretched into a 90-minute runtime. I mean, to pad things out, we get that dance sequence, there are 3 racing/chase sequences, and that really cheesy new couple montage sequence. This movie needed a lot of padding. Luckily, the bras didn't. If you poke around review sites, you'll find that this movie gets a lot of hate from people who expected a more feminist take on the teen sex comedy. And it does kind of promise to go in that direction. A tomboy challenging gender norms, yeah, I can see why they thought that. But the movie isn't that at all. It's firmly made with the male gaze in mind. Firmly. But you should have known that. This is a Crown International picture, and they only did one thing. Trash.